DNR to have a environmental public meeting to discuss any questions regarding the environmental process or any findings from that. So we will not be answering any questions except for on the environmental process for this. If you have any questions regarding who we've reached out to, what the findings were, or any of those issues, we are more than happy to go over those with you. That is all the information that we have right now for this. So we do not have any project timelines to go over as far as that goes. So if you have any questions, we are more than happy to answer those. Actually, this is more people than we've had at any of our previous environmental meetings, because people don't really tend to care what the environmental says. So, yes, sir.
Let me start off. I'll pose the question. Have you selected a site for unsuitable backfill material from trench excavation?
That is not in the environmental portion of that. No, where the backfill is, that did not have to be seen. It goes over the entire scope of the project. So what happens is we give everyone a map. We send out a map of where the entire project is going to cover to all of the tribal agencies, and we have a list of state agencies that we have to send it out to. We send it out to each one of them, and we have to give them 30 days to respond to if they have any interest in any of those spots. If they do not have any interest, they send back and they say no findings, and we move forward. So SHPO and Osage Nation did come back and say that they would like a cultural resource survey. I'm sure many of you probably saw people out digging little potholes throughout the town. That was the cultural resource survey. They did not have any findings on that. So this is the last step in our process for the environmental. Once this public meeting is concluded, we'll send the minutes from this meeting back to DNR, and they will issue a bond, is what it's called. It's finding of no significant impact. Yes, sir. So that is where we're at in the process. Any other questions?
If I might address the gentleman's concern briefly. Basically, the way this will work, once we have the contract under roughly the excess fill and other things like that, once the contract is bid and it's awarded, then we would encourage the contractor to get with local people, because yes, certain sites, they'll need to find a spot for storage material, but if there is excess of, we would expect them to work with the local, and if you happen to have a need for some, and it can be put down without environmentally damaging anything, I'm sure that he would be happy, or she, whoever it is, to work with local individual property owners. Yeah, because we don't try and identify that level of detail up front. We leave it basically to the contractor and the citizens, the community, and the mayor, and everybody to work those things out. But I'm sure they will be hunting for places. Yes.